Hello out there. Welcome to my Christmas class. This is art class number 4. So I told you earlier, starting about a month ago, that I would be doing Christmas classes every week here live, and I'm excited. I'm super excited for today because I think I have the prettiest card I've ever made that I'm going to show you. Y'all keep laughing at me because I say that about everything, but this one really might be one of my favorite cards I've ever made, and so I'm excited to show you guys that. So I'm gonna just chat with you for a minute while everybody finds the news feed, so definitely let me know that you're here and say hi. I am gonna be pulling this up on my Facebook as well, so I can try to watch questions. Normally I don't. I go back and read all the questions later. Oh, Jennifer said I look so pretty. Thank you, Jennifer. I finally got my hair done. I know that's like some people. They just do it. For me, it's really for anybody. It's hard to squeeze that in. So I did finally. It was desperately needed. All right, so I am pulled up here. I just want to make sure that let's see. So you guys talk to you, and when I have my thing pointing down, that I can actually watch and talk to you and answer questions. So this is my weekly class. So I hold it like a class. It is going to be 3 cards and 1 box. Now to get this class sent to your door, I send my classes to your door. Hello everybody. All you have to do is place an order in my online store. It has to be a minimum of $35. And then I will send you the card kit for free. Hey Jane, do you think you could grab me one of those card kits that's I haven't shipped out yet? It's right behind you. Yes, that would be great. Okay, thanks. So I can show you. I have a couple that I haven't sent out yet from last week's. So I will send you a card kit for free. So inside the card kit are all the cardstock pieces that you need. Let's see, so this is last week. So last week we had 24 of you who placed orders, so I had to put together 24 kits. Excited about that. So you get supplies for, let's see here. You get supplies for 3 different cards, and you get 2 of each. So there's supplies for 2 cards at each there. And we include the ribbons. This one had ribbon in it. And then you also will get the supply for the 3D items. This was a bag, so those are all in there. And then obviously, we don't put any gems or anything, but if your order is over $50, then we give you the whole thing for free. So that's what you get. And again, so this one this one had the really pretty snowflakes that were on there too. So if you go over $50, then you get that for free as well. That's how you order the class. It's free, and all you have to do is put it in order in my online store. And I've already shared the link, so there should be a link for you to click. And obviously when I put this on Facebook, I will give you the link and all of that as well. So, and if you do order, then one of the other things is when I ship your kits, I will also email you the link. I'll email you the tutorial, so you'll have all the written instructions and everything like that. Now, everybody else, I'm just glad that you're here and that you're watching with me. So everybody can watch, and I'm gonna, let's see here. All right. Okay, let's jump in. So we got lots of you on here, a little over 100. Welcome everybody. I'm happy to see all of you. I'm going to point you down, and so we can jump in. I'm gonna start off with, I'm telling you, this is like one of my favorite cards I've ever made. I'm going to be featuring 2 different bundles or stamp sets, and they are incredible. I love these so much. They make me really happy. The first one is going to be the Spruced Up. And then the Spruced Up also has a set of dies to go with it too. So we're going to be using the dies as well. So then the other one is a brand new one, and it is only available for November and December, and it is framed and festive. So, but look at these words, and look at those, the fonts on these words, love them. So we're gonna be using those 2 things today. So if you already have them, you're gonna be real happy. If you don't have them yet, you're going to want to order them. So that and if you order those, then you might as well get the card class for free, right? So The first one I am using this Spruced Up. So this is a new product in our holiday mini catalog. And I've been kind of holding on to it until we got a little bit closer to Christmas. This to me, it's very Christmassy, and it's a lot of fun. So that's the one that we're going to use. So I'm going to turn you down. So we are going to jump in and get started. Hopefully make sure, and last week I got a little out of the camera, so I'm going to try to pay a little bit better attention. Okay, so I did most of the die cutting work before just to make it go a little bit faster, but so the first thing you're going to need is, now you are gonna, yes. Oh, Michelle already just ordered the Spruced Up bundle. You're gonna be happy because I think you are going to love this card. So we're going to take a half sheet of smoky slate and we're just gonna fold that in half. And then the colors that I'm using are Blushing Bride and then obviously white. So, but that I'm featuring, again, this is a brand new product. And this is all I have left from like 3 packages. I have been using this like crazy. This is called the Fitting Florets paper. And this is also one of those limited time ones. It's only available for November and December or while supplies last. This paper is incredibly beautiful, so I'm just fair warning all of you who are my most wonderful customers and friends, you better get it while you can, because these things like this, they do sell out. Also within this special is the stamp set I showed you is only available limited time, the framed and festive. It does match. There's a Fitting Florets bundle. I'm not showing that today, but that's going to be in the new catalog, but this paper is not. They also have these really gorgeous gold swirls. This is going to be your free with purchase today, well, for this class. And these are also while supplies last. So they might not quite make it to the end. I'm just warning you. This especially, look, this is it, all I have left. It doesn't even look that pretty to you. I only have one sheet. I'm obviously ordering more, but this is all I had as of today. So, but the beautiful part of it is that it is, there's obviously florals that are also wintry. So it's good for November and December, which is why they are, and obviously January and so on. And then the other side of it is also can be Christmassy, so you can make beautiful Christmas cards. I love this piece that with the evening evergreen, and I also love this piece that has like these berries on it. But then of course you could color them in red if you wanted to too. So this is the Fitting Florets 12 by 12 paper. Get a couple packs of it because it is going to be gone. It is while supplies last. All right. So I've already cut my paper. This is where, look at this piece. I love this piece. I'll actually show you. I've made a couple cards with this. The stamp set is the framed and festive. And then this one I added just some vellum on that. Here again, it's very Christmassy too. So you wouldn't think that right away, you know? And then look at this one, so fun. Just a season to be jolly, but that paper is in there. And then here's one that's also very Christmassy. So just some examples of different ways to use that paper for the holidays, but then also you can use it year round too. Okay, so let's go. I'm using the other sides of these, and I'm going to take this is Spruced Up dies. It has all these, it's a very unique set of dies. So it runs through, so for instance, I ran through, I do have to run through the designer series paper, so I'll do that really quick. I knew that I left myself just one thing. Everything else I kind of have done ahead of time. So I have to run through these two. But I wanted to show you, it is kind of cool, this set of dies. It's not normal. Well, it's just different than what we've ever had. Because when you run it through, it gives you an image, but then it also, at the same time, it gives you an outline. So I'm gonna take the 2 Christmas trees, but it does it also for the ornaments. It does it for the snowflake. It does it for this ornament and for the present. So when you run it through, see, I'll show you. I'm just gonna run this through. I'm gonna do it at the same time just for, I don't even need both of them, but I would love to make another one of these cards. So I'm gonna run them through at the same time just so we've got them. All right, so this is our little mini Stampin' Cut Emboss machine. I'm running through the big and the little Christmas trees, and there are stamps that match them. So if you want to like stamp first, and then you could run those through. So this one I'm just running through with a designer series paper. And what you're left with, let me get this out of the way. So I have my space here. Those out of the way. You're left with your Christmas tree, your trees. So I want this big one here, and then this, those two. And then but you're also left with the outlines. So it gives you these outlines of the trees as well. So that's what's really cool. So you can have these like silhouettes of the trees. I don't know what, oh, there's my other ones. There you go. Or you can have the inside. So whenever you run them through, look at all these pieces you get. So I just ran that through one time, and now I have all these trees, the outlines, I have all these trees to play with. And so it really, look at those. That's just one time through with two pieces of paper. So these dies are really awesome. So that's the first thing. What I'm going to be using is this outline, and then I'm also gonna be, I think I have this I want these two trees here, and I don't need any of the outlines. We're gonna save those for later, because I'm gonna show you how you can like double dip on these projects, right? So, yeah, someone who says Michelle's a non-floral person. Okay, I know, Michelle, most people will use adhesive sheets. I'm gonna show you how I use them. So I also ran through ahead of time the same trees, and so I have the outlines, and I have on with our white velvet paper. So we have this white velvet paper. You get two big 12 by 12 sheets for $5. So it's really inexpensive. And so it's, I love touching it. It's like very soft and flocky. And so it definitely will give some dimension to whatever you want. So I ran through two trees with that. All right, so I'm taking a piece of our basic white, I think it's 3.5 by 4 3/4, and then another piece, and I'm just gonna tear off to kind of make like snow, just like that. See, voila, now it looks like snow. And then, oh no, I don't have an adhesive. Do one of my friends that's here would love to bring me an adhesive? I must have a couple at my desk, or maybe Arlena's got one. Perfect. So thank you, Jane, my friend, is bringing me one. So I'm just gonna glue down this to the bottom here. Like that. Now we're going to put our trees, and again, you can build this any way that you want to. Now, yes, you can use adhesive sheets, but I'm gonna show you how this is how Ronda did it, and it worked really good. Adhesive sheets, sometimes I always think about after the fact. So I'm using mini glue dots, and I'm just gonna put mini glue dots, and I'm gonna just hang them over a little bit over the edge, and I'm just gonna do a couple of those. And so it just hangs a little bit over the edge. So this, to me, was my easy solution to doing it. And I tried a couple different ways, and this one I loved the most. So I just went through and put a mini glue dot, and definitely just put one down here at the bottom. And that's how you're gonna get this, well, this is how I got that really tight little thing. So now we're gonna put this tree over here. And the mini glue dots, if you can see, are kind of just sticking out all the way around. That usually means you didn't do a very good job. But now look, for this one, I could take the white fuzzy flocked one that I did, and I can just lay it, and it fits like a puzzle, and it fits perfectly where those mini glue dots are, and it sticks perfectly. So that's how I like to do it, and it worked really good. So I'm gonna do the same thing again with this Yes, the white velvet paper is really fun. It for Christmas trees, snowmen, snowflakes. Like, it's in the mini catalog because really the most time that you're going to use it is going to be in, well, of course, Easter would be cute to do a little bunny with it too. All right, so same thing. I just took my mini glue dots and I just hung them over just a little bit. Put your tree down. And then I took the white flocking, just the outside flocking, and then it fits like a perfect little puzzle. I love to do puzzles, so that just made me happy right there, how perfectly it fits like it's a puzzle. Then I'm taking this little, again, I'm gonna use those other pieces. I'm gonna show you another project later using those other pieces. That's why I love just running that through. Now I've got all these different pieces that I can build different things with. All right, so I've got this, I'm doing this little, like a middle tree there. And voila, look how beautiful our little scape is. So these colors are Soft Succulent and the Blushing Bride. And let's just layer this down on the Blushing Bride. I probably should have stamped my words first because now I have the pressure to make sure that I stamp straight. Oh goodness. Here we go. Last week, I did not do so hot with that. So we're gonna go to the Spruced Up and we're gonna take the Merry and the Christmas. And I have a Soft Succulent stamp pad. No, Michelle, I do not want to use that green glue. The green glue and I are just becoming friends. I don't know if I still trust it quite yet, so I'm not pushing my luck with it. So I'm gonna take my Merry and stamp that there at the top. And then I'm going to take the Christmas and do that one next. And I'm also not trying to line these up on the block at the same time. I tried that last week and it did not work out so good. So one thing I do is I learn from things. All right, so then I'm gonna take my Christmas. Now, look how that's much better than last week, much better. And I think I am using Evening Evergreen again this week. Man, I love that color, but I like not having green hands for 2 days, but we'll see. All right, I know, I'm telling you, I tried it with the green glue, I tried it, and I like adhesive sheets, but then it also is difficult to like pull that off, that tiny thing. That little mini glue dot trick, I liked doing it that way, but some of you guys might like something different. All right, so look how beautiful, and I'm almost done. You could add little dots and gems to this card, but I honestly loved the sweet softness of just the paper and the white and the velvet. Of course, one last thing. We have Soft Succulent, gorgeous satin ribbon. I'm gonna close this pad up. This is the card, I'm telling you, I think this is gonna be my Christmas card because I can make several at a time by running that through. And it is just, I love the color combination. I love the softness of it. And it is kind of a non-traditional, again, Christmas color combination, but I'll show you one later. You could easily make this exact same card if you prefer, you know, the greens and the reds, you can do that as well. I just tied a little bow there. Grab another mini glue dot. I already put those back. Look how I was so proud of myself, putting things where they belong. And I'm just gonna put that there on that. So voila, there is that. And let's see, here's the one that I originally made. And I hope you love this card. I love this card so much. And again, if you like more sparkle, you could add some little rhinestones. I actually just love the simplicity of the matte, more of a matte finish to it. So there's card number 1. And using that Spruced Up bundle. Let's move on to card number 2. And let's see what we got here. Guys, I made these yesterday and I've already forgot what I've made. We have got so much going on in the studio, like, which of course isn't anything new. But let's see if I can remember what we made here. Oh yes, I am using a really cool product. It's called the Merriest Frames Hybrid. So the hybrid is the fact that it has an embossing folder with a set of dies. So if you can see Nancy's picture here that she gets out of the catalog, it comes with the folder and it comes with all these dies. So I can run it through the folder and then I can cut it out and use that, but you can also cut out all these different pieces. It's actually a very large, you can see it's a very large set of dies. And we have all these poinsettias and leaves and the frame, this beautiful, huge frame. So there's a lot you can do with this. I, of course, love simple, beautiful cards, so mine's gonna be a little bit simple. We're using vanilla. Vanilla, I think we forget about sometimes, but vanilla, even in itself, creates this, it's hard to find. This is our thick vanilla, so it is perfect to make really nice cards with. And of course, we have to have a vanilla envelope that is going to match it. This is so tasteful and elegant in itself to send the matching envelope with the matching cardstock and all of it together. So I went ahead, this is the Merriest Frames Hybrid, so it comes with those dies. And I ran that through, and it just, because guess what, that's easy peasy. I just ran it through my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, and now I have this, it was just a plain piece of paper, and now it's not plain anymore. Now it is absolutely awesome. Yeah, so who's gonna be going to, so if you are a part of Stampin' Up, which if you're not, I would love for you to be with me. And anyway, we have this big national convention. People are meeting all over the country. I'm going to Indianapolis. I'll be leaving tomorrow morning. So if you guys are there, please, please, please come and say hi to me. I'd love to see you. I will be there. I'm gonna be wearing one of my Be Creative shirts, so you can find me. I think I might wear something sparkly too. All right, so I'm just taking that, added dimensionals, and then putting that on the front of our card. So for those of you who know me, one of my favorite things, my favorite cards are like tone on tone, white on white. This is vanilla on vanilla. So I love that look. I also, in those inside those dies, I also just ran through that piece right there. This is where I'm going to bust out the Framed and Festive stamp set. I love all of these words, every one of them, from our home to yours, have yourself a merry little Christmas. May the season be filled with peace and joy. That's one I'm gonna use. I love the word joy. Joy is one of my favorite words. So I'm gonna use, you guys bring me so much joy. Here we go. And I'm using Real Red. So this is gonna be, let's see if I can get it on there right. Nice, not bad. We'll put that on with some dimensionals. It's the only thing you gotta stamp on this card is just the words. And if you prefer different words, you can do different words. I'm gonna just clean that off really quick so that I don't get red everywhere. One thing I hate getting red on my hands when I'm stamping, because then the whole rest of the day I feel like I'm bleeding. Oh no, I'm bleeding. Oh no, whenever I see like red, it makes me feel like that's the only color I don't like to have inky on my hands, because it like messes with my mind all the time. I always think I'm bleeding. All right, so where's those, I put the dimensionals back. Look at me putting everything back where it belongs. That does not happen very often. I'm trying to stay a little bit more organized this time for you, so I don't have things all over the place. Okay, by the time yes. Jennifer said, what do I need to do to join your group? So you need to buy the Stampin' Up starter kit. So the starter kit, Stampin' Up sells, and there's a link that I can send you that you'll join up directly with my group. It's $99, and you pick out $125, and it's free shipping. And then we do have an amazing group that we do as well, if that's what you're asking, Jennifer. All right. Okay, so with that far, in that same set of framelits, there's all these little tiny little flowers that are perfect for Christmas. So I'm going to take some mini glue dots, and we're just gonna stick those to the front. My purpose for this card was to come up with one that is elegant and beautiful, but also simple to mass produce if you have to make quite a few of them. So this definitely meets that need for sure. So I'm just gonna take a few of these little guys on here, or girls, whatever, and stick them on there. This is where we're gonna pull out the beautiful swirls. So again, how you get to take my class, I will send this class to your door for free. You just have to put it in order in my online store. That's at least $35. And if you spend over $50, I will send you these swirls as a free gift too. And these are while supplies last. These are not in the catalog, but look how beautiful those gold swirls are. I've already gone through a couple just with designing and making some other cards of them. I love those little swirls. And then, last but not least, like I'm almost done with this card, but it's so beautiful. We have to have a little spray of gold. So I'm just gonna try to tie a bow with our gold. I used this, was it last week or a couple weeks ago on one of the Christmas classes? I love this. It comes in a pack of gold and also a pack of silver. So yes, somebody says that this would be a great card to use for a card ministry. So yes, if you do a card ministry, sometimes you want beautiful, and this is beautiful, cards, but simple, a little bit more simple, right? Because you got to make lots of them. This is perfect for that. Or like, sometimes some people send out a lot of cards. This year, I have about 350 that I want to send out. So we have to make sure that we can find ones. It's kind of a talent to find ones that are really, really beautiful, yet aren't super duper duper time consuming. So there we go. I'm just gonna put that little bow right in there, and there is a very gorgeous, sweet and simple card. So here we are so far. We've got one that is sweet and fun and adorable, and now our next one is very elegant, and it is very, very elegant. So let's see, here's my sample one. Yeah, I did pretty good. My sample one, I smudged the red ink, but I covered it up with the little flowers, so you really can't see. But this one, I did good, I didn't smudge. All right, you guys ready for another card? So remember, when you do place your order to get the card class, you get 2 of each card. So you get to make a total of 6 cards. All right, let me get the supplies for, our last one is using the Fitting Florets paper. I always like to show you like lots of different varieties. So this is that Fitting Florets paper. And I, this week, one of my team members, her name is Chris Colley, had a team meeting, and I went to go and see, because they're all my team too. So we drove and took a trip there to see all of them, and I got to attend her team meeting. And while I was there, we had make and take. So this was one of the make and takes, something similar. I changed it a little bit, but this is, I loved what I learned there. This is why it's so awesome to be a part of a group and a team, is because we all learn for each other. We learn from each other. So I was so grateful that Chris shared this with me, and now I'm gonna share it with you. All right, so this is a half sheet of crumb cake, and I folded that in half. It's 4 1/4 by 11. And then I took a piece of 4 by 5 1/4, and I ran it through our gingham, I think it's called gingham check, embossing folder. And so it's got this really neat like gingham checkered background to it. And that, here I go. I warned you, I love tone on tone. I think it just makes, because sometimes, I'll be honest with you, some people make cards and they use all these different colors and they look really busy. And it's okay if you like that style. I'm not a real busy. I like sometimes less is more concept. So this one is crumb cake on crumb cake, but it also gives the card some dimension. And also, because it just lifts up there a little bit. All right, so this is what I want to share with you, is this is the piece out of that Fitting Florets paper. It's hard to choose, but this is going to be a Christmas card. So I am taking this piece here. This was what I learned at Chris's meeting, was we're going to take the real red stamp pad, and because buffalo check is very, very popular, I'm going to take one of my blending brushes. So I don't know if you guys remember, And if you're new to watching me, you definitely don't remember because you're just watching for the first time, but I had sold these organizers to be able to organize your blends and all the labels. So I love it because now I can go to I have a red blending brush. So I always use it for reds. Like I would use it with cherry cobbler. And I'm going to just ink up my blending brush. I always kind of take off the initial amount and then we're going to blend this with a red in the background. And it's, you can go as dark as you want to, but it actually takes it and almost makes it like it's black and red buffalo check. Buffalo check is still really, really popular and I still personally really, really, really like it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cover that all in. Now this card would be beautiful also with the blue, not blue, green and white, if you just left it green and white, but I really did want to have this more Christmassy. So I'm turning it into the red buffalo check. So you can do either or. When you get yours, you can do whichever one you want to do. Yes, Kathy said that she loves black and white with a pop of color. I do too. I am definitely a black and white girl with a pop of color. That's what we did like last week on that gift card. All right, so just keep adding it so it's until the color you want. And this is pretty, I wanted to go really nice and red. There you go. So now in the green, actually looks black now too. So I love that paper. That paper is so versatile. Make sure I didn't get any ink on my hands. And I'm going to layer that onto a piece of our basic white. See? Oh, it's so cool. And that's gonna get glued down to that crumb cake piece. There you go. And let's make sure, I always try to make sure I open it the right way because I want to make sure that I can easily glue things on upside down, especially because I'm designing upside down for you guys. So next I'm going to take my little oval here and let's go to that framed and festive just so I could show you. It's perfect. I love this, 'tis the season to be jolly. That's a fun one, especially if you're doing like a snowman or Santa. And this one has that really beautiful buffalo check. I'm gonna use real red. I told you that the first card I did was very, very much, soft, non-traditional kind of colors. And this one are very much more traditional colors. All right, so we're gonna stamp it, 'tis the season to be jolly. I didn't tell you, but the frame that I got is out of the new framed florets. That again is only, I showed it last week too. It's only available it's available now, but you can also get it in the new year too. But it has all these really awesome ovals. And when you run this through, then it runs through actually both of them. So yes, I'm gonna jump into the green glue. Look, Michelle, I'm being, oh, shoot, that came out a little fast. I know, people who use green glue all the time think that, like, I get it. I know it's just takes practice. So I just put that there. When I went to Chris's meeting, a lot of them use green glue there and they make it look so easy. I'm like, I don't know why I have to make it so difficult sometimes. So there's that. We'll go to our dimensionals and we're gonna pop that up like that. Also in that framed florets bundle, and where do you people get the brush organizer? Well, do we still sell it? I do not. I might do it again. I got my organizers. I buy them in bulk, so I get a much better price. So I got them on Amazon. So that's where I get my organizers. But when I bought them, I was able to buy them in a bulk price, and that was kind of a nice feature. So anyway, I do not sell them right now though. But I might again someday. But we also sold like the labels and everything with it. It was a neat little thing that I did, but that's where I got that from. All right, so these little sprig pieces are also out of the framed florets. So you get the frame, you get all these sprigs, you get all this in there. I'm just gonna go ahead and put that. Oh, this is so pretty and so traditionally Christmas. And I'll put that sprig there as well too. Let's go this way with it. Because last but not least, I'm going to add another one of my unexpectedly favorite products from the mini catalog. I am in love with these. These are the flat jingle bells. A lot of times I don't put big bulky things on my cards because then it costs extra to mail it. These are not. They are very flat and they're just so cute. So if you're gonna be putting a bow like on your card, why not hang a little jingle bell from it? So I'm taking the linen, our basic linen thread, and I'm gonna thread a jingle bell, and it is flat. I've been using these a lot to decorate with, again, just with my thread, just with, twine. I think a cute little touch. So this card was cute anyway, but now it's like really cute. It's that what like takes it over the top cute. So like if you have a cute outfit and then all of a sudden you put on like the best pair of earrings, that's what the jingle bell does. So sometimes it's all about how you accessorize is what's really gonna stand out in this card. So now I just added my flat jingle bell and going to put my little knot on there, and then that is, and you can make it so it could dangle, but that's what's gonna make that card just really super special. There you go, there's all 3 cards. Again, remember that when you purchase and when you place your order, then you are going to be able to you'll make 2 of each card, and I'll ship that card kit to you. Next week, I always shoot by Wednesday or Thursday-ish, so it depends on how many people order, and sometimes I gotta place orders to get everything, and this time I did this last one. So here's our 3 cards. Again, I always ask you, which one is your favorite? It's gonna be a hard one. It's been hard. Thank you. Oh, I love your... Michelle cringes when my sleeve, I know. It is, I get dangerous up here. I know I do. I'll clean my blending brush. So which one is your favorite? I think they're all beautiful, obviously, but this one is definitely my favorite. I love this little color combination, but these 2 are also super awesome cards. So there you go, those are our cards. I have one more project to show you. And this is a 3D item. The first, I taught you how to make some boxes. We made a really awesome bag last week. We made a gift card holder 2 weeks ago. But this time I wanted to show you a box as well. We're gonna pull back out all those fun trees because they're already done. And how easy was that? And this one I wanted to talk to you about because it's one of Stampin' Up's boxes that they carry. And so it's really simple to do. I love to have these on hand so that if I'm in a pinch and I'm in a hurry, I can throw these together really quick. So I think they're $7, although I'm just guessing, so I really don't know. But you get 10 of them in a package. And so you're just gonna, and it's all done for you. You just fold along all of your little lines here. All the tabs are already glued. You don't even need to have adhesive. Like they put the adhesive on here for you. I've used it a lot for different gift giving ideas. Oh, here we go. I just need to take a little poker tool. So for the bottom, I'm gonna go ahead and put the bottom together. And you just glue your little tabs down, these 2 tabs here, like that. Does anybody already own these? We just did. Arlena, do you mind bringing me, right there, right where you're at, there is one of these boxes that has an ornament in it, right there? Yeah, we just use these in our retreat in a box to wrap presents with. So we wrap presents with them. They're made to actually hold, thank you. Mm-hmm. So here was a present that we did at a retreat in the box, and it held a really cute ornament in there. So it's great for gift giving. But they're also made to hold, like, what do we do, right? We make cards. So these are designed where you could take, you know, I think it holds about 4 cards with envelopes, and then it's a way for you to package up and maybe sell your cards, for those of you who sell your cards at craft fairs. Look, I put this one on top, because then when you close it up, it actually shows through. So isn't that really, that's pretty awesome. So you can use them to hold your cards to give as a gift if you're doing a stocking stuffer, or if you are wanting to give gifts to coworkers at work. All right, so now I'm gonna assemble the top. So I take off all the other glue pieces that are, again, already glued. This doesn't even take any adhesive, so it's even, or scoring, it's already scored for you. I love that part of it. I do whip these together really fast. The one that I just showed you, we just tied the ribbon around it, and then we just added that label. There you go. So there's that. What I'm going to do for this one though is I want it to be a gift card holder. So it is packaging, but it's going to be a gift card holder. So what I've done is, this is the inside. I have a piece of white, just, you know, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and I ran it through with the wintry embossing folder, which I think I've used every single week on here. So if you haven't bought if I haven't convinced you to buy the wintry embossing folder, then I don't know what else I can show you, because I love it. It's just perfect snowflakes that make that paper. So that's gonna go down, and I just put it in here, kind of in the middle. And then I have some of that fitting Florets paper, but we're gonna have this piece, and I'm just gonna put some adhesive down the sides. So I'm creating just a pocket for a gift card holder. Or if you want to give money, like sometimes, you know, if you have like an older child or a grandchild, sometimes they just want a little bit of spending money. So you can tuck a gift card in here, you can tuck money, but yeah, it all just nicely fits right inside this pocket here. So that's the inside. And see, when you close it, that's the cool part, is that shows up too. All I'm gonna do is quickly decorate with those same trees. So this isn't anything new, although some of you might just be joining me. So how I love to do these trees, I already ran them through the embossing or cutting, and when it runs it through, it gives you the outline and the inside. So I'll do this pretty quickly. So I take a mini glue dot, and I just have it hanging over just a little bit, so that the lined edge will just stick right to that mini glue dot. All right, again, where you guys, is anybody gonna be going to Indianapolis? If you are, please make sure you come and say hi to me. I would love, it's meeting you in person. I know some people say like, oh, it means so much to them to meet me, but let me tell you, it means more to me to meet you face to face. I love being able, like, I see your names, and I love being able to see your faces, so that when I do these videos, then the next time I will know who you are, and it means so much more to me. Like, I appreciate that you're here, and then when I actually know your face, it means a lot more. So see, now look, that line just goes right there. And then I'm just gonna stick one more down here. Let's do this tree, I think. Yeah, with that outline, yeah, baby, that looks so good. Mini glue dots. I'll do this little smaller tree. I also really like the look of just the lined image too. So I'll do one of those so you can see that too. But I do like sometimes just that lined image around too. Let me just grab a couple. These mini glue dots are funny. They're not like, some of them are close together, some are far apart. That's kind of funny. I never had that happen before. So I'm gonna put a tree here. This is the other side, but it fits perfectly. And then that line, I told you I love puzzles, so I love how that fits, but look how cool that looks. Then last but not least, I'm gonna take just the lined image. And yes, oh, I'm not putting a middle, so I'm gonna use some of the green glue to be able to put just a little bit going around that edge. There you go. And that's, oh shoot, I made a little mess there. It'll dry, not right now, but it'll dry and it will dry clear. There you go. Okay, almost done. I have a couple, let's see, I've got some other stuff in here. Oh, look, I have all these trees that I did too, but I already had them from earlier. But I have this banner that I'm going to go to that stamp set, the Spruced Up. So in case you're just watching now, then, aw, Heather, it was my highlight too, meeting you. All right, so I'm taking this Spruced Up, and I have these words. It says, whatever brings you happiness, right on there, may it be yours this holiday season. So I'm going to, we're gonna use the soft succulent stamp pad and a clear block. And I'm gonna stamp that on here. Okay, perfectly. And then I also have just this scrap piece of white, and then that's where I'm gonna take the, whatever brings you happiness. If it's your family, if it's your church family, if it's buying presents for people, if it's getting presents from people, whatever makes you happy, that is what I would love. And that's what I'm gonna do. Well, hello, Rhonda. I'll be with you in about 5 minutes, unless Jane, she's here to get catalogs. And I think you know where they are, but they're under my, that white thing, like the bottom box. All right. Okay, I'm sorry, I meant to have those out for you before I even got started. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and trim those off. And now our little box has words. So whatever brings you happiness. And again, if you're giving this as a gift, that's what you're doing. Like you wanted them to give them a gift card, right? So we'll put that right there on the front. Whatever brings you happiness. And then on this, I have the other one here. I'm going to put on the inside, and then that will show through the window as well. There you go. Yep. It's like it's underneath, like in between. Oh, did you find them? Okay, good. I know it's kind of hard to get to probably. Okay, and then that's gonna go right there up at the top. And let's make sure, yep. Okay, then you fill it with your gift card. You put whatever you want to give them in there. You can obviously also take any ribbon that you want to, and you could use white ribbon. I'll just show this with the soft succulent ribbon because I think that matches this pretty. Do you guys like this? And obviously you could also, if you're giving them a gift with this, then you could, the card that you made would actually match perfectly. So now you're really getting into that coordination. So I'll tie the little bow. All right, there we go. What do you guys think about your cards in your box? I think that is just so beautiful. And you could also sprinkle on some of those swirls here. I forgot I had planned on doing that, just to give it a little bit of bling. Those swirls are, you could sprinkle some on the inside too. I'm not gonna open it all back up, but you guys could imagine it being sprinkled on the inside. There you go. I bought another pick tool to have up here as well. So there's our box, and then here are our 3 cards. All right, hello everybody, thanks for joining. All right, one last time. To get this class sent to your door, you simply need to place an order in my online store before Monday at midnight. Monday at midnight, I shut it down because then I gotta cut everything and pack everything, and we'll send you a packet. I had showed a sample one, but we'll send you a packet that will have all of your supplies in there. we had this, let's see, here was our first card that we made in case you're just joining now. Here was our second card that we made, and here was our third. So you'll get the supplies to make 2 of each of them. And then also you'll make this really beautiful, sweet box. All right, thank you guys so much. Be sure that, also if you're watching the replay, you guys can make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel so you'll see whenever I do. I still have one more Christmas class I'll be doing next Thursday. And then in December, I'll be doing a series of classes on fun folds. So you'll definitely want to make sure that you are subscribed to my channel, and also make sure you're following me here on this page, so that way you'll get notified when I go live with all of my classes or just projects in general. All right, thanks for joining me. Have a great day, and I'll see some of you this weekend at On Stage. Bye-bye.